Time for another edition of Wellness Wednesday, and we bring in with us Dr. Bradley Meyer from the Okoboji Wellness Clinic to visit with us today. Good morning, Dr. Meyer.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, everybody. Glad to be here.
We've got some great things to talk about today. Of course, Wellness Wednesdays also takes place at Okoboji Wellness Clinic, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. every Wednesday evening. You can go over there, check it out, absolutely free. Ask questions, take a tour. One thing we're going to talk about today is hyperbarics and the fact that hyperbarics can help with aging.
Isn't that incredible? I mean, the Fountain of Youth is literally right here in northwest Iowa. And, Ponce de Leon back in Florida, how they were looking for that Fountain of Youth forever and ever and ever. And we have something that literally is effective at, the fancy word is the telomere. But in a sense, what's happening, Dave, is to keep it real simple, is we're turning back the clock. And there's all kinds of evidence with this on endovascular, endothelial cells, white blood cells, with these things called telomeres. It's like the end of a matchstick. And when these things get too short, it's hard to slow down cell death. But if you still got the matchstick on, which most of us do, even if it's getting worn down, when you get in and do some hyperbaric therapy, you are extending the length of that matchstick. So you are slowing down cell death. So this is legitimate stuff. Shai Farhadi's doing it down in at the Villages in Central Florida with hyperbaric therapy. Dr. Harch has done it over the years down at LSU. Lots of studies and research showing how this process actually works. So not only are we seeing all these folks come here for all these chronic diseases and conditions, one of which is aging, but it literally it's like a facelift in some compressed air environment, essentially. It's laying down extra collagen matrix, more collagen, which helps with wrinkles. So it's a pretty amazing thing. It's again, we continue every week to have more and more folks that see the benefits of hyperbaric therapy. We had a gal come in last week, the end of last week. She's a math teacher from South Dakota, and she'd been coming on periodically for, 1 week a month maybe, where she'd come for a couple days, do hyperbaric therapy. Fatigue, brain fog, that's not good when you're a math teacher. So she's wanting to slow down that aging in the brain, for sure. And she was having some leg pain, couldn't stand on her feet because so much pain in her feet. And so she was thinking, am I going to have to go get surgery? What can we do? So she gave me the great news on Friday. I was popping down to the north end of the building and walking through, as I usually do, talking to the folks with all the great progress they're making with hyperbarics. And she's like, let me tell you how much I have improved. And I think she's had maybe about 10 hyperbaric treatments. Again, that's getting into this compressed air environment. It looks like a tent that we have here in the clinic. We got 10 of these things. They look like an ice shack. You sit in there for about 80 minutes. It's a beautiful experience, very relaxing, and she is another one of our success stories. She's like, I'm ready to head back to school this fall. Speaking of school coming up, she's like, I am recharged. So and she was just dragging at the end of last spring. She didn't know if she was going to be able to do it anymore. So another great story. We'll also talk about some other things that are anti-aging. We have other devices, products, red light therapy, and some different topical products, nitric oxide topicals that we have at the clinic here. And nitric oxide is huge for inflammation. Inflammation is huge on aging. So anything we can do to reduce inflammation, it's a good day. So one other cool thing that I'll have everybody talk, give us a call at the clinic. Tell you what, Dave, I'm so excited about this that what we want to do is those folks that have listened to KILR here, and I want you to call into our clinic and mention Wellness Wednesday, and KILR Radio, and have that be your coupon code. And I'm giving through the end of August here. Because I want people in here this badly to experience this amazing technology and healing. half off. So that's half off an hour consult with me and a complimentary hyperbaric dive with that. So that's a 50% savings, and then we can get you going, introduced to all the other amazing people at our clinic, other modalities, and you're going to get to see the benefits of hyperbaric therapy firsthand.
Okay, so if folks call and say, hey, was listening to KILR, they were talking about Wellness Wednesdays, you'll get 50% off a visit with Dr. Meyer, 50% off your first hyperbaric treatment. I was telling you before we went on today, amazingly, and we've been talking about this, and you've been talking about this, is how important gut health is. I've been seeing just a tremendous amount of that in the news. And the other thing, amazingly, I've seen providers talk, and you talked about this once, and we'll have to touch on it again sometime, is grounding. And I'm like, grounding? That sounds crazy, but it's actually people go out, walk in the grass barefoot, and it's actually having an effect on people.
It's huge, and there's a great movie. I think it's the Earthing movie. It's a documentary that it's fantastic. There's a Dr. Sinatra cardiologist that gets into the nuts and bolts of it. But you are getting a shift of electrons from Mother Earth when you ground bare feet because you don't wear shoes that block that energy, and that is taking out all the different free radicals that are inflaming the body, or it's helping take those out. And so you can do this by, just going out. I love to just stand up 15 minutes before an athletic event. If you grounded, you're going to improve your performance. You're going to improve your performance, just daily function, just putting your feet on the ground, on the earth. Other thing to do is, like I do, and a lot of folks that, Bill Lee that came in here, the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame pitcher, stayed at our house last year. Yeah, he got a grounding mattress pad. So we have those at the clinic as well. You sleep on that for 8 hours, put it into the grounding plug in the wall. And, that's another way to get you recharged and help that inflammation. Yeah. So the gut health, too, it's all tied together. And the gut brain, these are the things that we're going to talk to you about when you come in on visits with us to get you feeling better. Again, quality of life, aging well. Who doesn't want that? I mean, who doesn't want to be on less medication and have more energy and feel better? I mean, that's our goal, is that for you.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've interestingly, I found a lot of information this week that just seems to pop up more and more, and we need to run here, but talking about how lonely people feel. It's a crazy amount of people. And also mental health, crazy amount of folks. And what you're doing is trying to have people not just survive the day, but live the day.
Absolutely. We want to come in. We want to see your smiling face and experience. Let us pamper you and go to a place where it doesn't feel like a clinic, where it feels like you're coming home, and we can help you with the mental health side of things, because, who doesn't battle with all the stress in the world, struggles with sleep at night, anxiety, those kinds of things. We've got a team assembled here that is incredible, and we just want the best for you. So come on in to Wellness Wednesdays. Come on in tonight. Talk about aging, hyperbarics, and we'll have the team on Wellness Wednesdays giving talks as well. So you get to meet them, get a tour of the place, and we're located right next to Ace Fix Hardware, 3305 Berquist Avenue in Spirit Lake, just off of Highway 71. And you can give us a call at 712-339-6024.
Very good. Dr. Meyer, got to run. Have a great day. We'll chat again soon.
Sounds great. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dr. Bradley Meyer with Okoboji Wellness Clinic. Again, remember, when you call over there, mention that you heard us visit on KILR. They'll give you a half price off your first visit with Dr. Meyer and a half price off your first hyperbaric treatment. So make sure you mention, You heard us visit on KILR, and you'll be off to a great start making your health better.